DJ, how's it feel to beat those guys for the first time in your career?
It feels great. I'm just super excited and really proud of my teammates and how we came out and fought. Didn't let them making runs get us down, and we shared the ball and played together as a team. So it's a great feeling.
Coming off of Oregon, where you guys really struggled to rebound the ball, you guys had one of your best rebounding days of the season today. What was the difference?
I think we were all just locked in and just did our assignments. Royce and the other guys did a good job taking turns, taking the Wilcox out of the game the best way they can. And once the shot went up, we did a good job of putting the body on somebody.
How much did you feel like the crowd and the energy in the building contributed to your guys being locked in, especially during that run?
The crowd was great. Beasley was real good tonight. We felt the energy early, and I think that's what really pushed us and got us going second half.
DaVonte, once you hit those free throws, did you feel like the lid came off a little bit?
My bad. Yeah. I mean, it's always good to see the ball going to the hoop. And my teammates kept finding me. DJ kept saying, "Hit a shot. You're gonna make it." You know, kept having confidence in me. So, I mean, why not shoot it?
You must have played 30 or so minutes. Did you feel good out there?
Felt great.
When did you practice for the first time?
First time with the team.
Yeah. When did you kind of start running around?
Well, I started running around 2 weeks ago, probably. Practiced with the team Wednesday, and I've been practicing ever since. I've been feeling really well. My teammates did a good job in just instilling the confidence in me when I'm coming back, just to be myself when I came back.
Before the second half, you were kind of getting stretched out. It looked like the trainer was looking at your ribs. Was everything okay?
Everything was great. Just gets tight a little bit when you sit around just like anything else. So I was just trying to loosen back up because we had 20 more minutes that we had to fight.
DJ, how important does this one feel?
It's real important, especially with the season we've been having. I think it's a great place to just start new in the new Pac-12 second half and just come out and turn their season around.
Did you guys kind of talk about that at all, about using this game as kind of a launching pad?
Yeah, we try to use every game as that, especially in our position. So I think this is a great win, especially against UW, our rivals, and just to come out with that confidence for the next game.
DJ, there's a point in the game where I think you're down 34-27. There's a timeout called there. It seemed like almost maybe the game was slipping away a little bit. What was sort of the turnaround for you guys to be able to go on a run like that?
We didn't drop our head. We just kept trusting in Coach. He gave us some sets to run, and we went out there and ran them, and we hit shots. And we got some stops on defense, so we kind of pushed out on a little lead.
And how do you think Q did? Obviously, he seemed pretty comfortable, especially in the second half.
Yeah, he came out in the second half and was big for us. Hit some real big shots, and his energy was great. And we just did a good job feeding off of it.
The game seemed to play out to kind of a similar script at first, as the Cal game or the Stanford game is close, and then they start to go on a bit of a run. But this time, obviously the end was different. Do you feel like those games, you guys learned something that you were able to apply today?
I think, yeah, we took something from that, and we was real composed. This game, Coach kept saying it. We was great when they start pressing us, and I think we was good down the stretch, and that's what got us the win. We played a good 40 minutes of basketball.
How important do you feel like the team's ability to break the press at the end when free throws weren't going in and they were hitting some shots, but just the team, ball control, how important was that?
That was real important, just not to panic and throw nothing stupid up and let them pressure us in and doing something dumb and turning it over. So I think we did a real good job of handling that.
To get a win like this, to get DaVonte back, does it feel like this is kind of a fresh start?
It definitely does, and I'm just glad he came out and he came out and did what he had to do, and we all played good as a team. Got this good win.
DJ, what does that do to, obviously, because DaVonte will come back and he had 10 points tonight, the points are there, but what else does having DaVonte back do for this team? It
just opens up so much more for us, like on the floor, and the team's going to have to focus in on him, me, Q, and Dexter. So, we just got a lot of threats out there, and we're shooting the ball real well right now, so, teams is going to really have to find a way to stop us offensively.
And DaVonte, Coach sort of hemmed and hawed a little bit this week if you would play or if you wouldn't play. Was there ever a doubt in your mind that you wouldn't play this week?
No. I got diagnosed, I think it was 4 weeks ago, and it was 4 to 6 weeks. I looked at the schedule, and it was UW. So I knew 4 weeks ago I was going to play this game. So I got my I trained to play this game. So if that meant going a little bit harder, doing a little bit extra treatment, doing a little extra rehab, is what I'm going to have to do because I was going to play this game.
And is this a situation where you might, go in for a little treatment tomorrow, just maintenance type of stuff?
Easy. Even if I wasn't hurt, I would go in. I think a lot of our guys will because it's a long season and we like to treat our bodies because it's not about how you play all the time. It's about who's healthiest at the end. So if we treat our bodies right, I think we have a chance.
And for you, was it maybe a little tough to get settled? Were you obviously excited for this game and just be back in the team in particular?
Yeah, Nick Galato just did a great job of preparing me for this moment. Is that he put me in the drills where it'll be live action. So, and he wasn't going to let me play if I wasn't ready. So I want to thank him because he did a great job in the rehab process, and I just feel like I was ready.
And there was a situation where when you finally did hit your first field goal, it came a 3 right in front of the student section. You kind of looked back and had a little moment with them. And what was that kind of like for you?
Because they were rocking with me. I can feel the energy. Every shot I took, I felt like they were just ready to explode. So I feel like that shot was for them. They stick with me, and they stick with the team, and that shows by how many came out today. So that was kind of my shot to them, and hopefully I can make another one soon.
DaVonte, DJ already hit on this, but for you, how big a win is this for you guys?
It's huge. We were going downhill, and we kept talking about we just need that one game to just turn things around, and I think this is the game, and I think we're gonna see that. We're gonna keep because we competed really well in practice this whole week in preparation, and I think we're gonna continue to do that for the rest of the season and try to turn this thing around.
A little extra special too since it's UW, you get the win.
Yeah. You guys know the story. I didn't get no calls from them, no recruiting letters. So this does mean a little bit for me to just get that win, but it's nothing like just a win. I love to win. I hate to lose. So just this win means if it was against Oregon or UW, it's the same, but it does mean just that much more.
DJ, Coach, sort of the same question as that. Coach has had to answer a lot of tough questions in the last couple of weeks. What do you think this does for Coach?
Like we said before, we don't really let that stuff affect us, and we just stay within our team and our group. And now he sees what we can do. We're going to get back in there and watch film and try to get better and prepare for Colorado.
DaVonte, Coach Bone had said that in order to keep you on the court in your first game back, he would use timeouts, kind of be flexible and creative, and find ways to get you extra rest. Did you notice that today? Was there ever a time when you kind of needed a timeout, or he said something?
No, I think he had confidence in the rest of our team that instead of calling a timeout, he could just sub me out. I think just the confidence he had throughout. I think Ike, Dex, and because Dex hit a couple shots, Q was playing really well, Royce is playing really well. So I didn't think he called a timeout for me individually. I think he called a timeout for a team. But when I was tired, he subbed me instead of calling the timeout because we needed him at the end. Ran out of him, so I think he did a good job.
As a shooter, when you've got guys getting 14 offensive rebounds, how does that give you kind of a chance to reset and spot up?
It's funny. The basketball gods are funny in that way, and when you work hard for offensive rebound, you tend to hit a three. And unfortunately, it happened against us a couple times, 2 or 3 times. But we got a couple. DJ crashed the glass. Jordan Rayleigh played really well. Junior Longers played really well, and they got offensive rebounds kicked back out for us.